3, 2, 1.
Was that the actual countdown?
You said give me a fucking countdown.
I thought I was asking Ryan to, since he's recording it.
He
Keep this in.
can't count.
This has to be kept in.
Right.
Would
Hello,
you like
gamers,
to-
and welcome to episode 12 of the Listen Gamer podcast. And joining me today is the wonderful King Crazy, Indominus Ash, and Ryan. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great. I love how basic you made Ryan sound. That a lovely King Crazy.
See, when I was
Ryan.
typing it, I knew you'd say something about that because I said it in my own head.
Oh, I bloody love it. Can we have that intro for every single single episode or not one?
I'm gonna keep a copy of that intro and just get links to just say the different numbers each week now
Yeah.
and input it.
I'll be happy with that. This is how enthusiastic it was. And Ryan.
Just keep that entire starting process and put it up on TikTok later.
It,
That was fucking brilliant. The countdown was so professional and everything, and it just went to shit.
I mean, I wanted to be a voice actor, and then I do a cool little countdown, and then it's just like,
Was that it?
that was the thing, right? He sounded really disappointed by it more than anything else. Oh, was that all the countdown you were gonna give me?
Well, what did you want me to say? 0 or 0?
Because you start at 10.
You didn't have the Mario Kart noises in the background where it's like beep beep.
That intro really reminded me. It's going to sound weird, but it reminded me of my dad's best man speech at his wedding, where he basically turned around and was like, "Oh, Matt, you've married a beautiful, amazing woman who's got her own business. She's got herself set for life and all the rest of it, and you're really lucky." And then looked at my dad's new wife and just went, "And Kaz, you've married Matt. Good luck."
I just gone. You married into this fucking family. Best of luck.
So essentially, disappointment runs in your family.
No one runs
Is that
in
what
my
you
family,
say?
my guy.
I can tell.
But yeah, it's been a good week.
Best intro by far.
Yeah.
I love it.
.eu.
It's just got me giggling now.
But
Jesus.
yeah. So one of the things we wanted to talk about this week was the recent news of Twitch removing the host feature, and what you guys think of that.
Bad.
I
Okay,
don't think it
let's go on
makes
to
a
the next
difference
subject then.
anymore.
So, I'm kind of mixed. Because the only time that I actually got notified of a host is because of the host bots that would have 10 billion viewers watching a host of some random bot. That's the only time that I got notified. Other than that, you guys know Dame Sempiternal?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so on your Instagram, so you'd be like, "Oh, these are this week's or this month's auto host list. You guys are on it," kind of thing, and she tagged the creators and stuff. So things like that, I sort of enjoyed looking at. But as far as pressing the host button, you don't really get a notification or anything unless you got that sort of little widget on your stream dashboard. That's the only time that you see someone that's hosting you. I find that it's a sort of dead thing to do. Personally, I don't think, as much as it helps smaller creators, unless it's got some sort of
the
background
algorithm.
I was just about to say, unless it's got some sort of background algorithm where if 50 streamers or accounts are hosting this particular channel, bump it up to recommended or put it on the front page or something.
That's exactly what it does.
Exactly. So if it does do that, then they should keep it. If it doesn't really serve any function, what person is going to be like, "Hey, let's go to Indominus Ash's stream"? Oh, he's not live. He's not on the live follow list. But I'm going to search him anyway. And then he sees that he's hosting Apocalypse. It doesn't really, that kind of part of the feature doesn't work, in my opinion. But
I think it worked fine before they made the changes. When it actually alerted you that someone...
Yeah.
I know it was
a
you only
raid.
ever had it for one, but you'd only ever use it when you weren't live. You wouldn't host someone while you were midstream unless you had something to do.
Yeah.
So when it was on before when I first started and it was "Oh, this person's hosted you for one viewer," I think it was alright because it got you to interact with the person. You knew they were sort of like giving you some love in that sense. Whereas
Yeah.
now, with whatever change they've made, nobody hosts anymore because one, they don't get notified, so the person that's being hosted doesn't even know.
It depends on the streamer because obviously I watch Kaylee and she gets hosted a lot.
I'm not
Like
sure.
a lot.
But
It
no,
depends.
Does she like read them out or something then?
Mm-hmm.
Does she get notifications on screen?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she's
you
I
can
she's got
take
the
even-
winter then.
yeah,
People have
she's either got
hosted me in the last week and I've got notifications. I haven't changed anything.
Did you get the notification of me hosting you earlier?
No, actually.
I rest my case.
That's sort of the question, really. Was it worth getting rid of, or was it worth exploring how they could have improved the function?
I think maybe it was a bit of dead code, and the only way that you could host people is if you went to your channel, typed /host, unless you had BTTV or something similar installed. Because there wasn't naturally or natively a host button, was there?
No, you had to type it every time.
Yeah, you had to go to your own channel, type host. Because I've got
No,
BT
there's a quick action on the bar.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
I know there was on mobile. So whenever I used to host you when
Yeah,
I
on
was on
mobile,
mobile,
yeah.
you could click share and click to host.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
Click
if
join
you
host.
click add quick actions, the little plus bit, go to the grow your community section. There's a host channel bit there.
Oh, I mean on the actual like person's like you're on the person's stream, yeah? On Survivor. Just reading someone's title. On someone's stream on the website, you don't actually see the host button there. You have to go into your Twitch dashboard.
Yeah, you
settings.
don't do it from where like you like follow the person or subscribe.
Yeah,
to the
that's-
person, is
yeah,
what
that's
he's
what I
getting
mean.
at. There's
Yeah.
no button to just hit.
But why
/
wouldn't
follow.
you have to do that anyway? I mean, you're hosting them. Why wouldn't you have to go to your own create a dashboard and stuff like that?
Because they have a quick action for it on mobile.
Mm.
And to do it on PC, you'd have to go to your dashboard. You have to go through all the rigmarole of doing that. Go to your dashboard, put it either in the auto host or just go to your own channel and type it in. But
Been good if
What
they
will
added it as like a command. So if you were in someone's chat, you could put !host and it would host them on your channel.
or
Mm.
something as simple like the BTTV, like I just said, like there's literally a button there for me to click and it says we've sent the host command to your channel. So I'll just take a quick picture just to put in.
It'd just be interesting if they could have explored improving the feature, or if they're just going to keep like the fact that it would boost you up the recommended list if there's going to be other ways to now boost yourself up that could be
'Cause if
that
you-
convenient. Like,
Because I'm not sure if you guys were streaming like back like 6 years ago or so, but there was like this massive thing around hosting, and they'd be like, "Yo, people on your auto host lists, it not only helps them to grow, but you can grow with them too. Like our statistics show, like 10-20% people that have people on their auto host list grow. Sorry, people that have an auto host list or whatever grow 10 or 20% faster than people that don't."
Mm.
Like they were trying to like push that out, but it sort of became a dead feature. And like the image that I've just put to the group chat, just with a simple button like that saying host channel, that's what I use all the time.
Hmm.
And because it's easier, and that's coming from like a Chrome add-on or extension, whatever you want to call it. Just all Twitch needed to do was put a button like that on next to the subscribe button or the follow or whatever.
But it goes back as well to people that are new to it that wouldn't have even known it was a thing. When they see it pop up on someone else's because they've gone like looking for the
Mhm.
people or whatever, they see, oh, I can host. What does this do? And they'll click it and then find out what it does.
Exactly, yeah.
I didn't know hosting was a thing until months after I started.
I didn't know what it did as such, but I just clicked it anyway because it was a button.
Hmm.
Just-
Exactly my point.
And like the only reason why I had it was because I've always had BTTV, because I, you know, the Franca's faces or whatever it's called, emotes, the BTTV emotes, I've had those. So that button for me has always been there. So whenever I have a fresh install of Google Chrome or like a fresh install of Windows and I just install Chrome, then that is one of the first things that I put on my Chrome is BTTV. So it's always been there. It feels weird not seeing it there. So like whenever I see it on other people's computers or whatever, and it's not there, it's like, what the hell is wrong with this Twitch? Something's not quite right. And then obviously it clicks. Then there's the host button. But I think they're just lazy. I think it's just easier to take it away than improve it, or just like sort of update it.
Well, it depends if it features in their plans for the site anyway.
Hmm.
Because no one really, people have got a gist of what their plans are for Twitch in general and making it more of a service. So it just depends really what features in their plans and where they're taking the site and what, just in general what their overall plans are.
Yeah.
Did they give a reason for why they got rid of it? Because that, if they haven't,
Well, they
that would have
did,
been a
but it
good
was a
idea.
shit reason.
Yeah, it was a shit reason.
What was the reasoning for it? 'Cause I haven't looked at it. Diet Cool, good chat.
I'd have to pull it back up.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was just that dead of a reason. I think it's because they're working on other features like the new shout out command,
Yeah.
like being built into it, that kind of stuff. When people raid, they automatically, maybe because of it could be something as simple as because they couldn't be asked to like code it to not work with the host command. It could be something as simple as that, because if you raid someone and you host someone, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it pops up saying
It pops up
you are
saying
raiding and then said you are now hosting.
exactly, yeah. So maybe the two codes conflicted with each other, and with the new shout out command, if somebody clicked host, it would shout them out for hosting. So then that would then fill people's chat boxes with check out Apocalypse, check out Indominus Ash, check out Ryan, and
Right.
and like if they click in host, and if like for example you said Kaylee has a load of people hosting it all the time, if she's got like 10 20 30 plus people hosting her chat's going to fill up with shout outs, and it could be just on a lazy front, because you know what Twitch is like.
Could be.
Very strange. But it could be could be something as simple as they want to push certain creators, or like rather than us having control of our own account. What the hell did I just say that? Accounts? Rather than us having control over our own accounts by suggesting who we think you would like, maybe they want to push different creators. So removing the host function. So when people go to our offline channels, they could be like, hey, this person's like doing good, to draw more eyes to this person, rather than like that particular streamer's inner circle of friends. So like,
I think there would be uproar if they go down that line.
it wouldn't be the first time Twitch has done something like that. Remember I used to have it all the time, the boost the stream thing. Like you used to do it with channel points, and then they tried it, or they did have it active. I think they swiftly took it down, but they could get their community to pay. It was kind of like a hype train where their community would pay to boost the streamer. They would pay real money to Twitch. None of it would go to the creator, but they would pay money to Twitch to put them on the front page. Yeah. Like that was a thing. Yeah, that was a thing. Like I think they tried it in America for a while, and then they swiftly took it down. They stopped it because there was uproar about it anyway, but it got even worse when it got put live. I think it was like $3.99 or $4.99 or something like that. It was the price of a sub.
I could just see it causing so many problems if they go down the road of you don't get to choose who you end up recommending. Because especially for people that maybe you've got different views or you haven't got on, you don't want to host someone that you don't agree with.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, for example, Kitsu Arcade. You could have Pokelinks hosting Kitsu, and then obviously LGBTQ community, and then if Twitch got rid of that feature and just posted their own things, and then somebody that's sort of not anti-LGBTQ, but it has been known,
not friendly.
Yeah, not friendly.
Yeah.
And then that would look poorly on Apocalypse then. Yeah. Because it's the same kind of thing of what happened with Ninja. Remember when Ninja went from Twitch to Mixer, and then there was somebody like, oh, this person is in another castle or something. Why the hell is my Nanoleaf just turned
castle? We're in Mario Kart. What are you on about?
No, that's what it's the streamer's in another castle or something like that. They put something gamer quirky Mario type on Ninja's Twitch page, and essentially what happened, people were going to Ninja's page and they were hosting other streamers, and then there was this one stream that was literally streaming porn, and there was porn being streamed on Twitch on Ninja's page, and that was like it got a load of uproar. It's pretty bad. But I want to know why my Nanoleaf just turned on. I just scared the shit out of me. Like they just turned on. I start talking about Ninja, and I shit you not, there's blue lights on behind me.
The police are coming. SWAT's on the way.
Oh, I don't have Aaron on Snapchat, but I'll send it to you guys.
Aaron doesn't have me on Snapchat either.
It is a sin.
bullshit.
You've got me on Facebook. Shut up.
I do have you on Facebook. I don't have you on Snapchat. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Ash
I don't
knows
use
my
Snapchat.
Facebook.
I don't use Snapchat.
I don't use Facebook.
Then what are you moaning about?
Ash knows my Facebook just from the Dead by Daylight group.
I don't actually remember exactly what it is, but I'd recognize it if I saw you post. As soon as you posted, I'd know it's you.
Yeah,
Never
I know
again.
all their Facebooks.
What?
What?
You say all my Facebook?
All of you, like the three of you.
Oh, the lights behind you. That's what you're on about.
Yeah, like I'm literally sat in pitch darkness, and then that blue light just turned on, and I was like, well, I see the light. There's, I don't know, 16 panels. I think it's crazy. I'm gonna go in an incognito a minute while I search this. Ninja streaming the prawn on Twitch.
Oh, the prom. Nice.
The corn, shall we say. Yeah, 2019. Ninja disgusted at Twitch after porn stream was promoted on his channel. So kind of something like this. It wouldn't surprise me if they did something like
I
that.
remember that.
Yeah.
Because most of his viewer base was actually kids as well.
It was. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Because he went from like H1Z1 being quite sort of not family friendly at all. Like swearing quite a lot, roasting. It was kind of like COD Modern Warfare lobbies, but obviously turned down a lot. And then as soon as Fortnite came out, there was like a niche in the market because he was naturally good at it because of his Halo and H1Z1 background, that kind of stuff. All he needed to do was like learn how to build, essentially, and picked it up pretty quick because he sunk so many hours into it. And yeah, so he got a massive kid base from that. So he changed the family friendly, and he just made mega money from it, which all props to him.
Fortnite with a passion.
I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed the first couple of. I played the beta or whatever it was.
I'm not good with shooter games as it is. But when you shoot someone and they just like build a 4-star fucking mansion in your face, it's like, come on.
Just get good. Like,
I played 2 seasons of it, and for what I played, I enjoyed it. But that was my biggest thing, because I used to sit at a distance with a sniper, because that was just how I preferred playing. And you'd maybe get it off, like maybe as you aimed a little bit too low and you hit a body round in the head. Yeah. And the person just turns into like a fucking 20-story tower, like instantly. You're like, well, I've just got to sit here now until he makes a mistake and take my next shot.
Honestly, that's the funniest thing. I remember back in the early seasons when you'd snipe people from like 100 meters, and then all of a sudden they just build. And then you just watch them, and they literally build higher and higher and higher until they
were confident that there's no way you could see them.
Yeah, and then they'd be peeking out, looking around and whatever, and you'd just be like, "You wait until you edit that into a window, you bitch."
Oh yeah, I've had a few of those.
Yeah, and you could, because of the wood or the brick,
you can see like ever so slightly exactly where they are.
Because the brick and the metal would take longer to build, and you could see where they're sort of planning, so you could see them get their blueprints out. And you could just like pre-aim the shot and just slap them.
It was better when they got into a pattern of peeking. Like they would peek and then go down for like 2 seconds, and then do it again, and then like just before they did it, you took the shot, and then they went down and just died.
Mm-hmm.
It used to infuriate me, that did.
Oh yeah, it was really fucking annoying, especially like last one or whatever, and it was a really small zone, and you just sat there like looking up at this ginormous skyscraper, like I can't even be fucked.
I remember not playing it for a while, and then I come back and they had this bomb, and you drop the bomb, and the bomb would spawn a tower, and it was like,
Yeah.
they can
Oh,
build it
yeah.
that fucking fast anyway. Like, why the fuck is this a thing?
Yeah, I remember that. The worst part, it cheated me out with so many wins, is you know, when the circle's like super small and then it moves from distance to distance. People like Ash, when you said they build like this 1x1 tower super high and you're just looking up at them, you can't shoot them and they're just there. So I used to break the bottom of it so it would collapse on itself, but it would do that and they would use the what's it called, the launch pad.
Yeah, they put it down like last second.
Yeah, they put it down last second, jump in the air, and then they'd be up as high as they can with their umbrella. And because you have to move to the next zone, because like when it goes to the smallest point, it used to move a little bit to a new point. So they could just fly, knowing that you can't really shoot them because the circle moved too quick. And then I can't remember. It was either the boogie bomb or the shockwave grenade.
Shockwave knocked you back.
Yeah, the shockwave grenade would knock you back, and you would throw you into the storm, and you'd be taking like 25 to 30 health damage per second, and you'd be dead by the time you could even do anything. Those cheesy little losses really pissed me off.
It was just so random. It was just so random. Like, it's a game that's never taken itself serious. Like, I knew it was going to be fucked up when like Thanos was just randomly landing on the fucking.
But no, they thrived off of that though, because they knew that the game wasn't taken seriously, and it did well for it.
They did.
Like, in comparison with PUBG, that like really took the game seriously.
Yeah,
Fortnite thrived.
Can I just say the events that I sort of jumped on with, like all the special events, like the Thanos ones, like the Marshmallow ones, and like the first few chapters and stuff, they were absolutely phenomenal. The way they handled the story and stuff, it was amazing. Like, take my hats off. They know how to put on a show, and that show, it was awesome. Like with the interactivity that they used to bring to it as well. So like you'd be going through cutscenes, and then all of a sudden it'd come out with a cutscene very, very naturally. And then like the butterfly event or whatever, you had to fly around, like you were floating there and you'd fly around or whatever. And then all of a sudden you touch the butterfly and then you'd spawn back through the rift or whatever it was. Like the way that they interacted the cutscenes into reality, it was fantastic. They did that very well. I just didn't like the fact that they were adding so many things to it and it made everything so different. And it was just like, I don't know,
I quite like that because it was just fresh all the time. My biggest issue with it was how much they kind of expected people to pay. That was my issue with it.
Well, it's a free-to-play game.
It is, but I know a lot of the stuff used to be like pay to win to a degree as well, which wasn't something I agreed with either.
There was a couple of the skins that if you bought, they would give you a slight advantage because you were like sort of more camouflage than anything. So I understand, but they fixed those things though.
They did. Like, credit where it's due, they did eventually fix those kind of things.
Yeah, they've done very well at marketing it as a kids game and keeping it as a kids game whilst keeping a sort of competitive edge to it.
Yeah,
like I'd play it again. Like I'd probably be shit at it.
The only way I used to play it in the end was my friend who could actually aim would be like chilling somewhere and I would just run out in the open so he could see where they were shooting me from.
Like I used to play with my daughter all the time, and I used to work in a call center, as you know, and like I'd receive messages throughout the day saying, "Oh, she's got another win. She's got the umbrella and whatever." And like I'd have little snippets and videos of my wife recording it and sending it to me. It was nice. Like we had that thing where we both played it together, and it was just I think that's why I liked it. Because I got, like I said, I got into it like the beta or whatever it was. I didn't really like it. I didn't know what I was doing. It was all weird. And I didn't play it again until my daughter got into it. And I think it's because we had that one thing that made me like it and enjoy it. To the point where I bought another PlayStation Pro to play it with her.
I actually don't know what Aaron's stance on Fortnite is. It's just shit, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because I know Mason keeps mentioning it in stream and he's like, no.
Can I just say that noise that you just made perfectly summarized the noises that I expect your avatar to make?
Bleh. Bleh.
Yeah. So what games do you play then, Aaron? Like with, like not kind of like Fortnite, so battle royale games. Do you like any of them?
I was a massive Black Ops 4 battle royale fan, where I rocked
Blackout
up.
was it?
Yeah, Blackout. Yeah. I was a major fan of that.
I
I
never
racked
played it.
up over 400 wins on that alone. Some on a lot on solos, a lot on quads, some solos on quads because I was just bored.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my favorite thing to do.
that was my favorite battle royale. I tried Warzone for a bit, but it didn't give me the same enjoyment that Blackout did.
I never played Blackout, but my experience with Warzone was cheap tricks or hackers.
Mm-hmm.
The cheap tricks were, you know, that like humongous truck. Like he was massive monster truck kind of thing. He was like a cargo sort of truck. People would drive that around with a gas mask on and just try and run people over because it was like an instant kill.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, they would just ride it around all the time, and like that alone put me off. And that was like one of my first experiences on it. And then apart from that, I was being tracked through a building. Like they forgot to like unlock the camera, essentially, and they were tracking me up the stairs. And then as soon as the door opened, it pinged me in the head. I was like, oh, okay, like learn to toggle off. So the hackers and the cheap tricks like that, it sort of put me off. I played it a little while with some friends and some people in the Sneak community and stuff, but it's just not for me. I'd much prefer to play regular Call of Duty, more like competitive than pubs. But if you guys are getting the new COD, the chances
I am,
are,
yeah.
I haven't decided yet.
You know you're going to, Ash.
If you are, I would like to join you.
I'll be heavily involved in Modern Warfare 2. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Warzone 2 yet. But...
It depends what the multiplayer is going to be like, because my main thing for COD was running around with knives or throwing knives. Like, that was my
you can do
enjoyment
that
of the
on
game.
any COD, Ash.
Yeah, but you keep having to unlock them now, and it's just... I like just being able to spawn with it and just be like, yeah, I'm having fun now.
Why don't you just deselect all of your guns and then you'll just run around with a knife anyway?
Some of the ones that I played, like you were forced to unlock the combat knife, or you were forced to run a gun and then switch to your whatever one's missing to then use the knife. And I just prefer to just outright have the knife sort of thing. The throwing knife you always had to unlock though. That was always like level 30s or 40s or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But no, that was my fun in the game.
God, Ash, just put some work into the game. God.
Ash just wants to be a huntress in every game that he
I
plays.
just want to be a dick. No, it was honestly for me. It was just when you stab someone, and obviously before we never had like parties on Discord or whatever. Their mic like volume just came through as soon as you killed them, like the death thing. Just hearing them just spout shit at you because you just knifed them and you're talentless because you're not using a gun or whatever. That thrived me so much. Like I loved that. Just pissing people off.
There's only one way to do that, Ash. There's only one way to do that. You just go on Gun Game and then knife them.
Oh,
that makes them more angry than anything.
I definitely did.
I was probably one of those guys. Like I remember in Call of Duty Ghosts, I used to play Gun Game all the time.
So good.
I know. Like that. Honestly, Ghost is my favorite.
Ghost was my favorite. Like the amount of perks that you could select. That's what I preferred running. Don't give a shit what guns I have because I just have a knife, but I could have like 10 perks for exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Like that slot system was amazing.
It was just Specialist or something, wasn't it?
Specialist was the perk thing you got, yeah, but for Ghost you could just unequip, like it was the amount of slots that you had, but you could unequip everything just to give yourself more perks.
Yeah. I think I'd run the Specialist with just like the what do you call it gun? Just the normal AR or SMG.
But no, I haven't decided if I'm getting it. It depends how much it is.
Well,
it's probably around
be about
50 or 60 quid.
Like 60
$54.99.
Right, let's have a look for it's like on PALNet.
This one's going to be on Steam, I do believe.
Oh, is it?
I will be honest. Deathcom TikTok.
$59.99.
Yeah.
Ah, hilarious.
Oh yeah, some of the shit that I heard or even said back when I did it.
It was amazing. Mm-hmm. The one of the most fun things that I heard was like I remember I used to get knifed and I would be like, you absolute beep 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 beep.
Oh yeah.
And then I'd see that guy knifing everyone and they're like last for one kill. And then if you knife them, oh my god, it was fantastic. They'd gone around the entire game knifing people. They're almost close to winning. And then you knife them. There's just the pistol is resistance. It was just the best. Hearing them rage 10 times harder than you did down the mic. Fantastic.
I was watching one the other day, and there was one where like I think it was like Rebirth or something like that. So obviously you could respawn in, and he killed this guy like 2 or 3 times in a row, and by the third death comes, just went, "Are you for real? You are so fucking good at this game. It's annoying."
But that's even better though, because they're acknowledging that you're good.
It was pure rage with acknowledgement that you've just been shat on.
Stuff like that is fine though. Like I've always been one to admit, like if I've been outplayed or something.
To be fair, this is going to be the first year in, I think, maybe 4 or 5 years where I've bought all the big 3 coming out.
Yeah.
Which will be Call of Duty, FIFA, and Need for Speed.
I've not seen the new Need for Speed coming out.
It hasn't been announced yet, but it is coming this year.
Oh, it is. Oh, but I got World of Warcraft to play. Ah.
And
Oh,
as for FIFA, this is going to be the last EA FIFA. So.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. They lost the license to it.
Oh. I don't know whether to say good or...
Probably good. Maybe, hopefully, someone new will pick it up and do better with it.
Can I just say, all they need to do is be like, hey, here's an update. That's all it is. Like, they do squad updates every season anyway. So why, and they like for the transfers and stuff. So why don't they just do it anyway? And then if they need to upgrade the graphics, which have they really changed that much? Or have they noticeably changed that much in the last 3 to 5 years?
I'd say yes.
Enough to spend 60 quid on it?
Well, I haven't bought a FIFA since... When did I buy the last FIFA?
I think 13 was my last. The rest of them I got on EA Play or something. Or I got given to me. Or I just bought it to play one game with Ryan and then that was it.
FIFA 19 was my last one.
The last one we played, it was free on Game Pass.
Oh, so it was free then, so I didn't even pay for it.
Yeah, no, it's the only reason I downloaded it to kick your ass was because it was free.
Oh, speaking of which, that's going to be a big thing. Call of Duty's free on Game Pass. Forgot about that.
Oh, I've got it.
They've already announced it.
Yes, there it is. I forgot. So I don't even have to buy Modern Warfare 2.
No, if you've got Game Pass, which I'd assume most people have.
Yeah.
And people are gonna... Oh my god, people are gonna just... That is gonna help their sales so much, having Call of Duty.
100%. But it's still coming out day one on PlayStation as well, though. So it's going to be...
Yeah.
This is the first time in how many years that it's going to be released everywhere at the same time? Because PlayStation...
Quite a while.
Roughly, what was it? 2013, 2014, I think PlayStation got the rights for it. Something like that.
It was for the PS4 release.
Yeah.
That they got the contract with Activision for exclusive rights for however long and whatnot.
Every time someone says Activision, all I can think of is the Acme from the Looney Tunes.
Yes.
It reminds me. I don't know why. It's just that company goes through my head all the time. If I'm in the boardroom, just going Acme.
So there you go, Ash. You don't even have to buy it if you've got Game Pass.
I don't have Game Pass.
Yeah, it's very easy to get Game Pass.
You can also get the first 3 months for £1, I think.
Yep.
We'll see.
There you go. Get the first 3 months for £1 just to get Call of Duty, and then you'll probably get bored of it by the end of that 3 months.
I'm having a look what's on there currently, actually. To be fair.
God, I remember when I did economics at A level, and that was like one of the main things my fucking teacher told us about was just Acme all the fucking time.
Acme.
Oh
he
my
loved
God.
it.
Dead by Daylight's on Game Pass.
It's been on the for ages, dude.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh
haven't
my
had a look
God.
on here in ages, to be fair.
It's like Back for Blood is on there. Which
Oh,
is,
Immortals Phoenix Rising. I've been wanting to play that, but I just didn't want to buy it.
On Game Pass.
Train Simulator is on there.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, Aliens Fireteam Elite. I want to play that as well. That looks like a really fun game to play.
That was a game I was looking at, actually.
Hello Neighbor 2 is going to be on there as well. I think that's coming soon.
Yep.
Power Wash Simulator, I found out that was on there. I just went on there looking for games to play because I was thinking, right, I'm going to buy Power Wash Simulator. And lucky I didn't because it's on Game Pass.
OMG, they've got Cooking Simulator.
They do.
Might have to play that for my new sim game.
They also have EA Play.
Yeah,
with,
they do, yeah.
So you can also play The Sims if you wanted to.
No. That's Georgie's thing. No. Not a fan.
I just wish that on the cloud gaming, on the Game Pass, they'd have Skate 3 because they only have it on cloud gaming, which kind of sucks. Just trying to look through the other games now. There was some games that were really cool that I really wanted to play. But there's Overwatch, I think, is coming to Game Pass.
Ugh.
Valorant is coming to Game Pass with everything unlocked. League of Legends is coming to Game Pass with everything unlocked. There's a lot of updates to Game Pass before the year is out. It's gonna be insane.
Said Overwatch and I've lost interest.
Like it's not for me personally
I don't mind
because
Overwatch.
it was okay to play, but it's just like I just got bored of it real quick. Yeah, the community's worse, if not on par with Dead by Daylight.
Gonna say, like, Dead by Daylight slowly but surely going even further down the hill than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, to be fair, I think if Dead by Daylight had voice comms or text chat in game, it would surpass League of Legends, and League of Legends is horrific.
The sad thing is, it's the one thing that a lot of the community keeps asking for. So I feel like one day they are just gonna like give in and do it, and it's gonna fucking suck.
They eventually gave him sex in DVDs, so
Yep.
Just as long as they let the killer talk in here.
I don't have an option to opt out.
They should be
Yeah.
like
Let me talk to the survivors. Come here, you little cunt.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
We're
right.
gonna get you.
Could you imagine playing against like a hillbilly streamer though, who's like role playing hillbilly, just going, "I'm gonna get you, boy. Where you going?" I'd be in stitches. Like it'd be such a laugh. Yes,
I'd
it would
just
be
run around
toxic.
just Blight going.
I'd just be going around as a nurse, just saying, "Help! I can't see." Where are you little fuckers?
You just imagine spawning in with lethal pursuer nurse and just blinking across the map and landing in the radius that you could hear the survivors from, and just hear going, "Oh, it's a fucking lethal pursuer nurse again."
And DC.
Ding,
You're
ding,
waiting
ding,
for you
ding,
to
ding.
get Second Extinction, Ash. It's dinosaurs,
that
and you haven't
futuristic
got it.
Dinos.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm on the games.
Ryan, have you been playing
Too
Peppa Pig?
much.
No,
You sounded like George Pig then.
that's just the whole
I was
point.
gonna say, my friend Peppa Pig's on the Xbox Game Pass.
That's Gucci Demon's thing. But I was looking. I've been meaning to play Spider-Man Remastered again. I did want to play it, but I haven't bought it yet.
You shouldn't be judging another man's Steam profile, alright? Just for the games that they
Absolutely should.
Absolutely should.
Didn't you have sex with Hitler or something on yours?
No. You tried to buy that and give it to me.
What do you mean tried? I did.
Well, you did buy it and you did gift it to me, and I did reject it. But remember once upon a time where your front screen was you getting 14 out of 14 achievements on Garfield Furious Kart Racing?
What do you mean used to be? I've doubled down on it.
It's still on there.
It's still on there. I've got the completionist showcase, and I've got both of the slots occupied by Garfield Kart Furious Racing 14 of 14 achievements. I am proud of that, dude. It could be worse. It could be like Max. He had that yogurt simulator. It was like
Yogurt
this
simulator.
Yeah, it's like we found this game because he's got this thing about yogurt. He's kind of like Terry Crews, and he loves yogurt. And essentially, we've got him this like sex yogurt game. I don't know how it works, but he completed it within like an hour, and yeah, he was like super proud of it, and I was like, nah, you shouldn't be proud of completing a sex yogurt game. It was bloody odd. It was really, really odd. He took it from his front page though. That's the only thing. It's actually called yogurt. Oh no.
Do you know the whole Sex with Hitler game as well? There's I've got someone on my Steam list from a Dead by Daylight game that I've played with ages ago. I don't have a clue who they are, but every now and again they load in and they're playing Sex with Stalin.
Oh no.
The worst part about those games was finding out that they were shooter games.
The worst part about those games is finding out those games exist. Yeah, guys, have a look at that game. It's just weird. It's like
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass.
Just see yogurt clicker.
Like it's strange. Like if you want sex in Dead by Daylight, you can have sex in yogurt too.
It's $4.99.
$3.99. That's dollars.
It says $4.99. So it's fine. It's $4.99.
We're not American.
Is it cheaper on G2A by any chance?
Asking for a friend, darling.
Just asking for friends who may or may not have had gift cards for.
You know what? I'll ask.
Ask Steve.
I'll ask Steve if he can just like get me a game. Like I haven't asked for anything for. Well, I've only had one thing or two things from him since the entire time of like being partnered.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good like that. Everything that he's been asking me, like, do I want anything or whatever? I've said no. I don't want anything. Just can you give me stuff for my community so I can just give it out to the community? It's like a thank you for supporting me. And so that's why I've got all these codes to give away. I give away like 80 euros worth of stuff the other night. Like it was awesome. I love it. But yeah, I can't see it on G2A right now. So what you can do, if you got a gift card, just get a Steam card from G2A and then put it on your Steam balance and buy it. You horny little yogurt drinker.
For fuck's sake.
Next you'll be asking, oh Kev, can you get me Who's Your Daddy on Steam, please? Have you guys seen that game? It's freaky as hell.
No, I haven't. I thought you were joking.
No, it's real.
Nah, it's an actual game.
I'm not surprised, given some of the titles we've just spoken about. I'm not surprised that it's a game. I feel like it's probably a really shit version of Guess Who.
No, it's like an actual thing. This is one of the screenshots.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Look at the tongue coming out with the mouth. It's cursed. It's like some of the games that like are on Steam, they are honestly cursed.
Why? Why you do this?
It's not me, man.
It's not me. It is you.
No,
always you.
Steam are hosting it. Yeah, there's the link for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There's a link for it if you want to go and buy it and play it in your own free time.
Yeah, no, I've barely got enough time to play games as it is. I'm not wasting my time playing that.
Apparently, it is a good game, though. Speaking of Daddy, how about Snoop Daddy Doggy Dog? Didn't you share something in my stream the other day?
Yeah, so Snoop Dogg, the master of all trades, who has been a rap artist, a reggae artist, a reggae artist, as Snoop Lion as he was when he done that. The OG gangster crip walking on the Super Bowl halftime show, as you do. He now has a kids' TV show on YouTube.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's called Doggyland. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's just a 3D animated series. It follows a group of puppies So centered around a group of puppies led by an adult mentor named Bow Wizzle, who is voiced by Snoop Dogg.
Of course, that's his name.
There's currently what 360
millions.
There's 9 videos on there. Yeah, his Wheels on the Bus song has 1.4 million views.
Like he's got over 33,000 subscribers on there.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and it just makes me laugh.
It's mad.
But he is an entrepreneur.
He is.
If it works for him, it works for him.
Honestly, I'm more impressed than anything else.
Well, he's done a lot of shit in his lifetime.
He has.
He once robbed 50 Cent's Lamborghini. And I had it video recorded. There's a video of him saying that 50 Cent owes him some money or something. So he's like, I'm taking your Lamborghini until you give me my money back. And he just gets in it and drives off.
Jesus. It's mad. But just to put into perspective, has it even been like up that long, that particular channel?
Not that I'm aware of. I say there's 9 videos. The first video was posted 3 weeks ago.
Right, so 3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks of growth.
3 fucking weeks. 3 weeks. He's got 33,000 subscribers and almost 3.5 million views on his nursery rhyme channel. It was created on the May 18th, but he's posted 3 weeks ago. It's crazy, absolute crazy.
He's just the guy that just does whatever he wants.
And he succeeds.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing.
His thing with Martha Stewart as well.
Yeah, who's the criminal? Are those two, Martha Stewart or Snoop Dogg? Who's actually been in prison?
Martha Stewart's the only one that's been to prison.
It's absolute madness.
But I think they got together and done a cookbook, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad cookbook from what I've seen.
What is it called? Is it just Snoop Dogg's cookbook?
I've no idea.
I hope that's not called Doggyland.
Nah, it'll have Izzle in it in some way, shape, or form.
I need to find this out.
So it's from crook to cook. It's from crook to cook. Platinum recipes from the Boss Dog's Kitchen or the Boss Dog's Kitchen. There's one of them, but and then instantly I've got birthday cards recommended saying "Happy Birthdizzle."
Happy Birthdizzle.
Happy Birthdizzle, yeah.
You know, I'm really curious if he's on Cameo. He has to be on Cameo.
Oh, he has to, yeah.
Yep, Cameo Snoop Dogg. How much does Snoop Dogg charge for cameos?
Yo, what's good, Ryan? Check out my snizzle in the bizzle.
I don't know how much it would cost for him to call somebody a cunt.
I'd love it. So
Snoop Dogg is currently unavailable for Cameo.
Okay.
He's too busy with his kids' TV show.
Well, he started streaming at one point.
He did. Didn't he get pissed off or something because he couldn't buy?
He did. He got very annoyed.
Yeah, he was like getting shit or something.
His reviews, one from 2 years ago, Snoop, I was blown away and very appreciative that you took the time to make a personal shout out video. You literally fucking paid him to do it.
After you paid him.
What do you mean? He didn't just go, oh yeah, by the way, I'm just going to do this for you out of the kindness of my heart.
Jesus. So what I've just posted is Snoop Dogg's fudgy chocolate brownies with green sprinkles. And they look really fucking nice, so I have to say. They look
nice. That looks awful.
It looks like something out of the fucking Grinch.
I'd eat them. They look delicious.
They look moist.
Right, yeah. It looks like the Grinch has just had a shave over it.
It looks like you just rolled them in seaweed. It looks awful.
No. You can tell by the side they look really soft.
They look soft. They like a gooey, chewy sort. They look really nice.
I've seen plasterwork and cement look like that.
All right, then go eat that.
Yeah, go eat that.
Guarantee it ain't soft.
You know what else isn't? Rock cakes. Wait, has he actually made rock cakes? But yeah, they look delicious. I would happily eat any brownie that Snoop Dogg makes.
Hell yeah. No matter the effects.
When in Rome.
He's got a 2-star review from Anonymous. Okay, but no mention of who the video was from as requested. Considering the price, thought that wouldn't be any trouble. Also missed out on the important line at the end. Like, what do you mean who the video was from? Like, they don't know it's from fucking Snoop Dogg.
I think they meant from the person that paid them. I think that might be what they're getting at.
Basically, it's saying you didn't shout me out in the birthday
Pretty
shout
much,
out that
yeah.
I bought for someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking
I
hell.
have to show you. I have to show you this one. Go, Shorty. It's your birthday cake. And that looks nice. That's probably the same sort of like plastering job that Ash does, but at least this cake looks nice.
Ash's cake always looks nice.
Oh yeah, I've heard. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the Snapchats that you send me, Ryan.
No.
But yeah, we got two other sort of subjects, and
so one of them.
The next one's quite a
touchy one, I guess.
Not so much touchy, but it's going to put a downer on the podcast, I think.
Yeah, I didn't want to kind of go on this topic, but you know,
it's not so much something we need to talk about. It's just acknowledge the fact that it has happened, and like, it's relevant news to today's people. Obviously, the Queen died today, the day we record the podcast. So it's something not necessarily we need to talk about in depth, but just to acknowledge the fact that she has passed away, and
just pay respects, really, isn't it?
Yeah, just some respect, really. And obviously, ask people to show the family respect as well. She's not just the Queen of England; she is a mother, grandmother.
I was just about to point out this is Queen Elizabeth II, by the way, not the band, because I feel like some people might not know that.
It's the Queen of England, to be specific.
It's kind of a bit. It's sad, but for like me personally, I'm sad because obviously in my family, my mum is ex-military and she was a messenger for the Queen, so she's taken it a bit hard.
Yeah.
To the point when I was in stream today and I found out, I had to go check that my mum was okay, and she was kind of not great. She was in a little bit of tears, so yeah.
That was sort of the reason why I wanted to briefly touch on the subject, just to show obviously that like the death is going to affect a lot of people in a lot of different ways. So it's something to acknowledge and appreciate what she has done over the years. Yeah.
Well, she didn't stop. It was only like last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But
I think
last year she didn't stop.
Yeah, it's like last year. I think that's when she started stopping or slowing down.
She started handing down some of her duties, but she never stopped. She worked.
She worked right until the end. Yeah,
yeah.
She very much epitomized what I feel made Britain good back in the day, where it was very much pull your socks up and get on with it. Yeah, like shit needs to be done. Let's get it done.
People these days, from my experiences, haven't got that work ethic.
Well, not only that as well, but she took the throne at a time where women were struggling to be seen in that line of, maybe it's not importance, but like getting a job and basically women's rights. Like
that,
and she did really, really well in proving to the world that she was like up for it. She was the right person for the job, kind of thing.
Especially like, what was it, age 25? I think she was.
Yeah, she was in her mid-20s.
Yeah.
Because she was told that she was next in line to the throne when she was 10, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. And then took the throne 25.
Yeah, I know she was very young doing it.
She was very, very young, yeah. But yeah, she had a really good reign. She's
It's the longest
definitely
reign
changed
by
the
far.
world. Yeah.
By a long shot, you know.
But yeah, rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth II.
Indeed.
Yep.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. How do you solve canon from that into a different subject?
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult. Maybe I thought we was going to the entitlement part of the section.
Mm.
Well, it is a better way to look at it. We've touched on that subject, and we're not ending on a law.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think it would be better to touch on that now than right at the end of the podcast, and
Yeah.
not necessarily leave a bad taste in people's mouths, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, by the time this podcast comes out, though,
Yeah.
True.
it'll be sort of.
There will be some time, but like for ourselves recording it, it is a very relevant and recent event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was a few hours ago.
Yeah, it
Fresh
was literally
wound.
like 3 hours
Yeah.
ago.
So from Snoop Dogg and the Queen, let's get to entitled gamers then, shall we? Try and pick ourselves up. Pick the mood up a little bit.
Just before we do actually do that, did you know that Snoop Dogg was once banned from coming to the UK and the Queen
Yes.
actually
Yeah.
blocked it and said, no, this man has never committed a crime in this country. He is welcome here.
I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah. So sort of
You know,
tying
that's a
those two
good
things
canon.
together, and yeah, like just things like that. She was never afraid to stand up for what's right. So it's always good to see that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so moving back on towards like the gamer sort of side of things, we have got the subject of entitlement in games, and we've all been there. We've all come across it where you have completely outplayed someone and they go full baby rage mode into you must be hacking to have beaten me.
Well, duh, I played Dead by Daylight.
Not just hacking though, is it? Like you could just be better than them, and they could take the mick out of you for your hair.
Oh, like that hasn't happened today.
Oh, it did it? Do you want to explain?
Not really.
Well,
I was bored of it. The moment he said anything, I was bored.
Oh, I know it does get like that though, doesn't it?
Well, you want to say stuff like that, but like it hasn't just happened to Lynx. I know Ash has been accused of hacking, but there was once upon a time where, and you probably know where I'm going with this now.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going with this.
I believe you were playing a game, and again, Dead by Daylight, because there's such a lovely community. I believe someone come in and called you a fat redneck.
A fat ginger redneck. Oh,
yeah,
like
fat ginger redneck. Okay, full term there.
Like how am I I'm fat. Well, I'm not fat. I'm fluffy. Okay, first things first. I am fluffy. No, I'm a bit chunky.
Fluffy.
To be fair though, I was working out at the time, so I was in the gym most days, and I wasn't actually that fat. I was just thick with chunky boy muscle, but plus my camera, you couldn't see it. You could see my head and my beard and a bit of my chest. That's all you could see. But I was a fat ginger redneck apparently. Even though this came not long after I did my charity thing where I dyed my hair and beard blue, was it? I think it was. I can't remember.
I think so.
So I dyed my hair back, and I used the Just for Men beard stuff to get the color out of my beard and just get that back black. So it wasn't even ginger. That was the thing. I don't know where the ginger came from. I really don't, and it just made me giggle. But for months, I was like a fat ginger redneck. I've been called so many things, but the fact that I don't even live in America and we don't have rednecks over in the UK. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we have chavs.
Yeah, we have chavs, Ryan. So
I did not palm the insult at you. I just very much enjoyed trying to figure out where they got.
insults at me.
I just enjoyed the fact that they managed to get ginger redneck when you're not ginger or American.
I don't know either. Like, that's the most confusing thing about it. And I think if you can find the clip, I was still like, redneck. Like, like the ginger thing, maybe if the sun was on me and it sort of like shined on my beard, maybe in a certain light.
Maybe. But even then, it's not that ginger.
Exactly. But
like, Lynx.
Yeah, I'm no furry.
I'm not
Lynx.
even that ginger.
You said on stream, ginger, you got that down to a T.
I'm not that. I'm ginger, but I'm not that ginger, though. Let's be honest.
I wouldn't consider you ginger.
Strawberry blonde?
Yeah.
You're just a fair ginger. Sun-kissed, shall we say. Sun-kissed ginger.
Just saying something I wish I didn't see.
Oh, God. Trying to share it so we can all see it.
I'm just I've print screened it and now I'm cutting and copying. This is not. Oh no. Got a thing there.
Yeah, it's always the guys throwing out insults like that. They've gone.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no.
That's please tell me that's not the
Of course it's not. It's DVD struggle.
Did you actually believe that was
my God?
I'm walking out.
I've got Discord up in the background, so I've got the recording and everything in front of it. So I literally just seen like the Dead by Daylight logo and the Dead by Daylight name.
You have no right to ever judge me from misreading chat or messing up reading chat in my stream ever again.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you actually serious? No,
100%.
No. We had a conversation the other day on your stream where I said to you, I was like, oh, I get to work from home Friday. And you were like, oh, that's cool. So when are you going to start working from home?
I read it backwards.
What the fuck?
I read it wrong.
And it's not my job to read chat.
But you had a picture in front of you.
It is. Yeah, but like I'm sat back from my screen, like I'm relaxed. I've got it in the background with the recording and the notes over the top. Like I've literally just got a little window, so I couldn't see it properly.
It says DBD in the handle, for starters.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the handle. I just looked at the actual name and the logo at first.
Yeah, this Dead by Daylight is they're verified. They haven't got a saw icon next to their name.
Saw icon.
Right, the first thing I looked at is the
queen, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Spiral. Is it Spiral?
Saw icon.
Oh my God.
I don't get what's funny about that one now. It's the spiral icon then. You know what I mean.
Just shocking.
It's a Narutomaki.
Like, how am I supposed to know that?
It goes in ramen, you.
It goes in ramen.
A what? Where is it going?
It's a Narutomaki. It's a type of kamaboko or a Japanese fish.
I'm with you, Kev. I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
It goes in ramen.
Naruto market, like
yes,
Naruto is manga though.
So... No, Narutomaki.
Oh, that stuff! I've never seen that in my life. It looks like a stick of rock. My guy's coming up with like fancy Japanese or like Chinese terminology, and it looks like a stick of rock. No.
I think this is like
swine.
He's never left Wales. What do you expect?
I have. I've been to Turkey.
Bristol doesn't count.
Germany. I've been to, I think Greece, maybe.
Listen, changing your location on VPN does not count.
No, I left out Australia.
I just sent that Dead by Daylight thing to Georgie. Her reaction is not amused.
Oh no.
I regret nothing.
At least they didn't put someone sitting someone beside her.
Hello there. Right, so this is what I thought it was. It just reminded me of that because I'm sure Dead by Daylight were using that kind of spiral logo or whatever it was when they were promoting.
That has nothing to do with fucking Narutomaki.
But that's what it looks like. Ash, please back me up.
I'd have gone spiral before I went with whatever the fuck Aaron just said.
Exactly. I didn't even know that was a
both
word.
Uncultured swines.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. At least we're not butch furry gingers.
At least I ain't a redneck.
Look, hey, Mom, look here.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm going to call my wife, sister now. I'll set her onto you.
No, it's your sister.
No,
it's
that's
really your
wife.
uncle.
Sister, uncle. Oh
God.
Don't you talk to my brother's son like that.
That's my grandmother you're bad mouthing.
Oh. The incest is strong with this one.
Have you guys ever watched?
Oh my God! I genuinely thought you were going to say talking of incest. Then,
no. So, have you ever watched on a show on Netflix? It's called Paradise PD.
No, yeah. I've heard of it though.
You need to watch that because there is a lot of rednecks in there that are just this typical
I'm not a fucking redneck.
Yeah, you are.
You'd fit right in. Like they got a guy called Tommy Two Toes because he's just got one toe on each foot.
No, it's my sex box. No, it's my sex box. And her name is Talisa.
Talisa.
The fact that you know the words just off the top of your head makes me think that you've gone through that experience. Do you want to talk about that?
What?
Speaking of people's sex boxes.
You clearly haven't watched Family Guy, have you?
Not in years, no.
This podcast has taken on a spot of civil unrest. Will we be right back after the break?
Introducing Sex Box. But yeah, Lucifer I have been watching though. I've started Lucifer. I finished the first series.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Where is the first season? Like, where can I watch
it? Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
Yeah, I think there's 4 seasons on Netflix right now. We've powered through the first. I say powered through. It took us about a week, because we haven't had much spare time. But we've watched it, and the first season just finished. We're on season 2, episode 1 tonight after we finish this, and I love it. It's cool.
I didn't like the there's in every season there's like a spin-off episode where it has nothing to do with the story or like anything to do with the main series, and I didn't like them. I kind of skipped 2 of them towards the later end of the seasons. I didn't put.
I just like his. It reminds me of Moon Knight a little bit because you know when. Do any of you guys watch Moon Knight?
I fell asleep whilst my girlfriend was watching it.
That's a great review. That's a great review.
Right, so when he was switching between like Mark and I forgot the other guy's name now. Like when he went from the American redneck accent to just the typical British English accent, that kind of sort of vibe and the comedic aspect of that, I get a lot with Lucifer. Even though he's constantly in like an English accent, the way that he has his humor and his sarcasm and his jokes and everything, I just find it amazing. And it's just comedy and it's just funny. I really enjoy it. It's good. It's good. But yeah, Brian, you'll really like it. Trust.
I went to watch it before, but I'm sure when I went to watch it, wherever I was trying to watch it, it started on like season 3 or something stupid like that.
Yeah, so that was on Netflix. They didn't initially have all the seasons at one point, but now they do.
Okay.
To be fair, he was probably trying to download it on Pirate Bay because he's that kind of person.
No, I thought it was on Netflix, but I couldn't remember. Why would I download it illegally when I can just use other people's account?
Oh,
Said it
Jesus
already,
Christ.
didn't
You
it?
think you're joking? I don't pay for my Netflix. I don't pay for my Disney Plus. I pay for Amazon Prime, and that's
Me
it.
neither.
So this is why you constantly swipe right with people on Tinder. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, hey,
I get
baby
kicked
girl,
out.
wanna
I
come
get
over?
kicked out of one Netflix. I find another.
So he's not got Tinder to date properly. He's got it
I-
just to Netflix and chill
No.
or Prime and Pump or something.
I will be totally honest with you. I've 100% seen people with their Tinder profiles stating, "I want someone who I can steal their Netflix password off."
Jesus. Well, I don't pay for Netflix. I don't think it comes in my Sky package.
Well, you technically pay for it.
Kind of. I don't know if it's a deal that they've got. Like if I took out like that deal that month, I got it for free or something. Or
Yeah,
like I
you're
got
not
it
you're not like
discount rate.
using your next door neighbor's account,
No, don't be. No.
just his Wi-Fi.
I pay for my stuff. I ain't no pirate. I may be a redneck, but at least I pay my bills.
It's that fair, man.
The curves. Yeah, I pay for it all, but
A glass of moonshine.
It's like with Disney Plus, I pay all of that stuff like yearly in advance because I'd much prefer if I can pay all of my bills up front, so then I don't have to worry about it month to month. If that makes sense, because seeing things constantly go out, it seems like you have more outgoings than you have incoming. And especially because some things, if it's on a direct debit, you can actually put it on a specific day to go out, like the 1st to the 5th or something. So you know for the first like 5 days of the month, all the big bills or whatever are going out. But then when it's something like Amazon Prime, it takes it out on the day that you took it out. So it could be like on the 15th, then Disney Plus could go on the 16th or 17th or whatever, and so on and so forth. I just prefer to pay things up front.
See, I'm a nightmare for it. I still pay for things that I really don't need to pay for. Like my PlayStation Network account's still active.
I was very thinking that you was going to say like a Twitch sub to your channel, Kev, but I'm glad that you said PlayStation Plus.
No, I value that just for your sus faces emote.
Yeah, to be fair.
It's one of my favourite emotes, and it always will
For
be.
me, it's the Gussie.
The Gussie Pat.
I do it because I care about my friends and I'd like to support them.
I was just about to point that out. It wasn't even for the fact that you want to support Kev. It's just I like one or more.
Yeah, pretty much. And I, to be fair, I used to spend most of my days in all of your streams whenever you streamed. So having adverts would have just killed my life.
Yeah. Adverts are.
Plus you get like £2 out of it, so nice.
Yeah. Just, I think it's like 240 or 249 or something.
Fucking stupid like that.
Yeah. But it was funny. I was dungeoning on World of Warcraft the other day with Lemon Volcano. And I've known them since like 2016 when I used to play WoW back in the day. But then we sort of like didn't talk for obviously a few years up until like recently, the last few days. Because somebody in my like I got a new follow the other day in my stream, on my World of Warcraft stream, and it was Lemon something, and in my head I thought it was them. So I just randomly messaged this person called Lemon Volcano on my friends list, thinking that it was them that came to my stream. And about 20 minutes into the conversation, they said, "By the way, I can't remember. Who are you?"
Oh wow!
And I was like, "Are you joking?" And then they said something like, "Oh, wrong conversation" or something. And I was like, "Right, I'm really confused now." So they was like, first off, they said, "Sorry, who are you?" Then there was like, "I think you're like something like I think I've got or you've got the wrong conversation." I was like, "What the fuck have I done? What the fuck have I done? What the fuck have I done?" Like the panic and anxiety and introvertedness just came back. I finally confident enough to message someone that I thought I knew. And then it wasn't. It was just a total random fucking person that just so happened to have a very similar name to the person that followed me on Twitch. So I went through all the rigmarole of like explaining this to them, and they was like, "I have no idea that you streamed." I was like, "Oh fuck!" So there's like, "What's your Twitch?" So I was like, "King Crazy," and then there's like, "Oh, brilliant, cool." And then they were doing a dungeon at the same time, and they dropped a follow. And then I ended up playing for like 3 hours with them later on that night. I was helping them level. and we were just talking and stuff. And I kept on thinking, how the fuck could I get that wrong? And the conversation went on about it. But long story short, they came to my stream the next day, because it was the next day, on the Wednesday. I was streaming, and I was playing World of Warcraft because they said, when are you next streaming? So I did, and we started doing dungeons, so I could help finish them level and finish me level. So we were doing some dungeons, and they were healing me. And midway through the dungeon, they subscribed, and they was like, "Fuck this shit. I can't be asked getting ads halfway through a dungeon when I try to listen to your stream." So I kind of get why people sub, is to get rid of the ads. Like, it's annoying. Like, and it goes back to, like, it wouldn't bother me if we as creators had more for the ads, because I think if it gave more to the creators, I think, one, we wouldn't have to run so many, and two, members that don't have enough money or they can't support you through subbing, they don't get penalized either, because if you get paid more for the ads, because it's like, what, maybe a penny to 3 pence, or depending on how many ads that one person watches, or however many gets shown during your stream and actually successfully get watched, you might earn 3 pence for the entire stream. Like, if it was more sort of profitable for the creator, I think more people would want to stick around for it, because if you got viewers that want to stick around, I know they'll stay anyway through the ads, if they are very, like, dedicated to you as, like, supporting you and whatever. But people would, I think, would have more of an incline to sort of support streamers more if they got paid more for the ads, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because ads suck. I hate ads.
It's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? It's here and there.
It is.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
I do like the Gussie emote, by the way.
It is a fantastic emote. I will be honest.
Like, I honestly, I just subbed to, what is it, Stream Elements, just so I could have the Gussie command everywhere I go. that is literally
that run now. It's got its own 12-month bloody recurring sub now.
Oh, he's done it. So it's brilliant though. So, what have you guys got planned for the future?
Define future.
So
anything. Have a shit.
Not the immediate future.
Be more specific.
So, like, hobbies or any planned, like, new jobs or, like, whatever coming up, that kind of stuff, or even like streaming or content creation wise. Have you got any plans? Like, for example, Ryan, are you going to start streaming or like making content? You guys, are you going to be streaming different games or any new games that are coming out quite soon that you can't wait to sort of stream or even
Modern
play in private time?
Need for Speed. There's quite a few, to be honest. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Has that got a release date yet?
Yes. It's not till next year. It releases around about the same time as Sons of the Forest.
Ooh, what's that game about?
You don't know what Sons of the Forest is?
I'm guessing it's something to do with Sons and the Forest.
Ash.
Is it a redneck game?
You what, sorry?
Ash, help.
The Sons of the Forest.
Kev doesn't know what forest is.
So the forest is you're on a plane and you crash land onto an island that has, I don't know if cannibals is the right word, but like freaks of nature kind of thing. And you are trying to find your son. No. You're just trying to find your son and escape the island kind of thing. But it's very much just like a survival
basically
quite fun.
The forest.
It's the forest, isn't it? That's already out on like Epic Store and whatnot.
Yeah. But the Sons of the Forest is the next one.
Right.
I assumed you didn't even know what the forest meant, not the fact they didn't know what the sequel was.
No, I didn't realize that it was a sequel. I googled it really quick when he was very, very highly disappointed in me. And then I saw the font and I was like, I know that font. There's a game called The Forest, I think, and I have it. But yeah, I know what you mean now.
But yeah, that got pushed back. Me and Aaron were going to be playing that, but
not till February now.
Yeah, you'll have to wait for that one.
That kind of sucks.
There's a lot coming out in February, actually, I've noticed. I can't remember specifically. I know Texas Chainsaw Massacre is February/March, I think. Sons of the Forest is February. There was 2 more that I saw was a February release. I just can't think of them. I'm looking through my wish list now to see if I can see them. What else was February?
Sonic
February.
game?
No, that's November. 2023. There we go.
It feels weird.
Oh,
typing
Hogwarts
that word.
Legacy.
Yes. Isn't like the legendary edition or whatever it is like 300 quid?
Yeah, because I'm aiming to get it for Georgie for a birthday. Because Harry Potter nerd.
Nerd.
Also, Destiny 2 Lightfall is February 28th. But I don't know if I'll be playing that, to be honest.
One thing I do want to do is get back into making videos myself. I won't be streaming anytime soon.
What kind of videos would you make?
Normal ones.
With what content, you pleb?
I'll probably go back to doing yours for you.
I thought you were making content for yourself.
No.
That's the way that it sounded.
No, I physically don't have the time to record and do all the rest of it. Like, it would either be I would have to stream or create content for other people through video editing, and I just haven't got time to do both.
Well,
say I also need an editor.
Yeah, I would be happy for you to come back and do it.
No, I'd be more than happy to do it. The main thing for me is being able to start working from home with my job, because it cuts like 2 hours out of commuting out of my day, as well as being able to work on things during my lunch breaks and stuff.
Wait a minute, 2 hours?
Pretty much.
You live right next to where you work, though.
Yeah, but because of the times of my work, like I'm in morning traffic in the morning, then I park up and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to walk from the car park to the building and get to the top floor in the lift. And then vice versa.
Why do you go for morning traffic in the morning? Why don't you go through the morning traffic in the evening?
Oh.
Just pointing out an obvious.
Kev Redneck doesn't understand.
No, I'm joking because he
why
went.
Why can't you travel in the morning and night? Yeah.
It's like the morning traffic in the morning. Well, of course it's in the morning if it's morning traffic, you idiot. But no, like I thought the building was right next to like one of the car parks. Like isn't right next to the John Lewis car park, pretty much?
Yeah, but I get provided with free parking in a certain car park.
Ah, right. So they give you a car parking space.
Yeah.
Which is like a trek from your actual office building. That sucks.
It's not even that it's that far. Like, it doesn't take that long.
Your little legs.
It doesn't take that long, but it's just sort of like it's that extra 5 or 10 minutes, and because of the one-way system in Cardiff Town, like I have to sort of drive past it, go past my building, and then back around on myself to get to the car park.
Right. Okay.
So in the morning, it can take anywhere between like half hour, 45 minutes worth of travel, and then I'm there like 10 to 15 minutes before I'm due to start work to make a coffee and set my laptop up and everything.
Can I just ask real quick, what about a bicycle? Could you ride a bike to work?
I like to ride my bicycle.
Technically, yes.
Wouldn't it be faster then?
Realistically, yes. My willingness to ride a bicycle at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I like to ride my bicycle.
And then ride it home after working all day is very limited.
Then that sounds like a you problem.
Well, no, it's just a thing of I need to get signed off to work from home, and then I'll only be in the office for like 4 days every month.
Ryan likes to ride his bicycle.
I don't even own a bicycle.
Don't even know how to ride one.
Kev's sister's the bicycle.
Honestly, if she had wheels, she would be.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
Oh, God.
I've never
do you
seen
know about
someone
my
more
sister?
insulted in my life.
How
Kev-
awkward
Kev-
that
Kev sounds
be,
really
like,
concerned now.
no, I'm not. I was contemplating saying a joke, but I've held it. I'm gonna say it after we finish recording.
No, you said it now.
No, I legit can't.
Type it in the group chat.
Pussy.
No, because it wouldn't make me look bad. It would make Aaron look bad, and I'm not about that.
Why did
Well,
it
it-
make me look bad?
It wouldn't particularly
Type it
make
in the
you
group
look.
chat.
Where the podcast goes really quiet, waiting for
Yeah, while we
the,
wait.
for the type in.
Drum roll.
Oh.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
not going to make me look bad.
We'll have to
I mean,
refer to her as
I mean,
that. It would've-
technically, you said he did say Ryan likes riding his bicycle, and then said your sister was the bicycle, so it'd look bad on me more than anything.
Yeah, I suppose. You
I
know,
mean, with
should've
all the
said it.
redneck jokes, it just looks bad on Kev.
Why? I was born into this family. It's not my fault.
Sister daughter.
Keeping it in the family. Yuck.
What's that fucking noise?
You.
Oh my god. This podcast gets more and more cursed as the weeks go on.
We had one
Kev
pleasant
likes to ride his
episode.
bicycle.
To episode 30, and this podcast brought to you by Pornhub.
Nah.
Only in America.
We're too taboo for Pornhub. Like ex-hamster or something.
It's like, what?
Nothing.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what we're going on about these days. It's
Let's
crazy.
moving swiftly on.
Are there any more topics that we could think of just to change the subject real quick?
Right, this is why I shouldn't be in charge of the topics every week. So next week, someone else is in charge of notes.
Yo, Famalam, I'm busy.
You say that
juggling-
like none of us are.
Well, I can't. You're the least busy out of all of us, right?
How?
Link streams.
Yeah.
You sit at a laptop listening to Joe Blogs just saying, you know what it is, Rye? Right? I went into my car, Rye, right? And then something happened and I crashed, Rye. You follow me, Rye? And then you just listen to that for how many hours every day? Just some random douche like saying
8 hours, but it is my job.
8 hours and you probably get told your own name 8,000 times.
Or if not more. Not gonna lie.
Exactly. So you're not
Yeah.
busy.
We come across something the other day where the mother was called Ocean and her daughter was called River.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was going to make another joke, but no.
No,
They just walk into themselves, those jokes. But yeah. Come on then. What was there?
You should have just told the joke. It would have gone with the flow.
Oh god. That's honestly more disappointing than your sex life, right?
Ah, yes, I'm such a disappointment, and I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they left the community.
What?
what the fuck just happened?
Oh, nothing. It's fine.
I didn't even really hear what he said, so I'm just
It's-
gonna have to
it's no
listen
lo-
to that back.
Yeah, it's no longer keeping it in the family. It's keeping it in the community for Ryan.
Fuck.
Oh god. Yeah, so what was there?
It wasn't me keeping it in the family anyway, Mr. Redneck over here. It was you.
Oh god, this is
You and your fucking. You even wear fucking vests on stream. That's why you were called a redneck.
my friend. If you want to stream in 40-degree heat in a small box room, you couldn't even handle it for 5 minutes when you came and threw Walter White at me. Like you came in my room, threw that like little thing at me, and I was like, right, you're playing Dead by Daylight. You come in here, throw something at me. I was ready to like demolish your face. Yeah, I was I was ready to scrap you, and then it just clicked who you were,
Oh.
and then instincts kicked in. I dodged Walter, and then I was like, nah, fam, you can play.
Nah,
and then
fam.
I just sat down, just playing with my dog, because you know how I like keeping it in the family, and
Fuck's sake.
and then Oh, by the way, disclaimer: no dogs or anything mistreated or harmed. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Do you remember that beef that went down with me apparently on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh
Did you
my
guys
God.
ever see that?
You guys haven't
No.
seen this, have you?
Oh my
Right, so
God.
like this time last year or whatever, like you know me, like I post my clips of like playing with my dog and this, that, and the other, giving him treats and stuff like that. I post clips of that on Twitter sometimes, and there was this guy that had like this massive dog on his stream or whatever, and he sort of like jumped up on him like playfully and just went to lick him or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And he went nuts on his dog, and like this sort of clip was going viral across Twitter, and I sort of retweeted it and just like called him out for being a shit human kind of thing. And essentially,
it was something to do with being like partnered with Sneak, then, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I retweeted it, called him out for being a dog shit human. No pun intended, because it was a dog. And then I interacted with some Sneak Energy tweets, and then this one guy just came on and started saying something along the lines of, "Oh, you want to be partnered with Sneak Energy, this, that, and the other. Yeah, you're here on your stream abusing dogs." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And like he was literally linking the tweet to some random American guy, like
saying it was Kev,
saying that it was me. Like, and I looked nothing like him. I didn't wear that particular hat. Like, he had a totally different setup. And he was like, "Oh, you're just trying to avoid it now. You're just trying to backtrack." I was like, this literally isn't fucking me. It's like it had his username on his stream and everything. And I said, there is no, like, that dog would eat all 3 of my dogs for breakfast. I've got 3 Jack Russells. And he had this like Doberman kind of, like, he was a huge dog. I can't remember what it was, but like, it was like this massive Twitter beef just started on like a Sneak Energy post about how I apparently abuse dogs on my stream. And then I was like posting like, clips of my actual stream of me rubbing my dog's belly because he was on his back, grinning like a bloody Cheshire cat, while I was in a League of Legends loading screen, and I was just rubbing his belly with Big Dog Cam on. Like, it was just bloody crazy. People are just thick these days. Like, just because I retweeted it for awareness, calling this guy out for being a dick for abusing his dog on stream, like, because he like pushed him off him as well, and he went flying into like the shelving and whatever ornaments and stuff that he had on like in the back of his room. It was awful what he did. Like, full on dick move. He should never be allowed animals. But yeah, it's just the brain of people sometimes just baffles me.
It's just Twitter. People want to find drama anywhere they possibly can.
Apart from that, why would I even if I were to abuse my dog on stream, why would I then tweet a video of me abusing an animal on stream? Like, it just doesn't make sense. People are generally just fucking thick these days. There's also a new Discord bot going around, I think. Have you guys heard about this?
Nope.
There's a Discord bot going around, and it sort of hijacks your account as it usually would. It offers you free things, that kind of stuff. It looks fairly genuine, but it's not. I think they're pretty quick to stamp it out, though, aren't they?
Usually,
like all this kind of stuff. Also, did you hear about TikTok like getting hacked and the databases?
Yeah, I've seen about that. There's a load of passwords and usernames and stuff leaked on there.
Yeah, so it was, as much as it was the same sort of company, the company that runs the servers and the databases for TikTok. It was a Taiwanese server company, I think, off the top of my head. But they got hacked. It wasn't particularly TikTok that got hacked, but TikTok is hosted on their servers.
Yeah.
So from what I understand, they took a lot of TikTok information, and which had things like their subscribers, their ad revenue, their passwords in like string form and stuff like that. And there was a lot of information that they had. So people were like, "Yo, change your passwords," kind of thing. So if you do have a TikTok account and you haven't changed your password yet, it'd be safe to do it. If you do have TikTok, that Chinese spying app.
which we now do as a podcast. So yeah, follow the TikTok too.
Yeah, follow the TikTok. Because Ryan actually did something.
I do plan on trying to take at least one clip from each podcast and put a little bit extra into them.
As long as it's not from the podcast that we did when you spent about an hour trying to fight your corner.
No,
we're not gonna go back there, are we?
No, I generally haven't got the time to go back and look through old ones. So unless I get a lot of time, I won't be going back. But from now on, essentially.
As much as I don't want it to, I'm expecting a redneck clip to go up for this week.
No, it's probably going to be the intro, to be honest, because that was just perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah, the intro is good.
The intro.
Yeah.
Depends on how the outro goes.
5, 4. Is that your outro? Massive.
Was that it?
Was that it?
The worst part about it.
I've had that said to me.
The worst part about it, Links, that's not the first time he's heard those words.
I'm just used to it. I was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Sort yourself out.
That's it.
Sort yourself out, clean up. I'll be downstairs.
I'm going to go cry in the shower.
All around me are familiar faces. Oh, Jesus. Oh, but yeah, I think I'm all talked out for now. Like, talking about rednecks, I just want to get downstairs.
Well, to go and see your sister wife.
It's actually my mommy wife.
Oh, mommy.
You sound as if you're saying that from experience,
Oh,
my guy.
mommy. No, I just know how much you like calling her mommy.
Oh, I bet that's why you go over your mum's for Sunday dinner.
I
bet
don't
it's a
actually.
spit roast you have from
I don't get invited.
Not even your mum wants you.
Nope, no one wants me.
Oh,
Not to
God.
end on a somber note. I'm good.
yeah.
I'm good.
Start swiping right. It's
You
it's November.
say that like I haven't been sat here swiping right.
That's what that tapping is it?
No, that was definitely someone typing.
But yeah, I think
I give my full attention to the podcast. Thank you.
so.
You won't,
Real
mate.
quick before we do end, then, how many of you guys are into boxing, or more specifically, like the influence of boxing?
Not really.
No.
No.
Do you
I keep an
engage in
eye
any
on
sports?
things.
And I don't mean that in like a condescending sort of way. Of like, do you even touch grass? Like, do you watch any sport, partake in it outside of?
The only
being-
thing, I don't know if it's classed as a sport, but the only thing I do is axe throwing. And I haven't done that for a while.
is what? Sorry, did you say
Axe
abseiling?
throwing.
Oh, axe throwing. Oh, I want to go axe throwing so bad.
Why does that not surprise me as a huntress meme?
It's fun, alright.
So he goes axe throwing. He plays Huntress. He complains because he can't have a knife as soon as he starts Call of Duty. There's a theme going here, isn't there?
Ash like stabby stabby.
There's
Ash
two
caveman.
He's an evolved caveman. He's going from he wants to go from stone hatchets to just knives or something. It's like he's playing Age of Empires IRL.
I never thought about that. Would that'd be quite an interesting cosmetic for a huntress to do like a prehistoric style cosmetic with stone hatchet.
That would be cool. And a more up to date one. So like a tomahawk.
And you'd
instead.
get to see her in like a leopard print like loincloth.
Ryan.
Ash is like, no,
I-
leave my mummy alone.
I can guarantee you that if that happens, he will like Ash will be over the moon to do the Huntress's voice lines again on days.
No, I really won't be.
Oh, my leopard print loincloth is just dropped below my waistline.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, Ash, come and touch my axe wound.
For fuck's sake.
I'll give you a fucking axe wound.
Oh. Oh god, this is just cursed.
Honestly, if you have an axe wound tonight, I am not liable.
I
I don't know. You could.
got one.
I've seen your hatchet skills. You could probably hit him for where you are.
What are you?
Probably, yeah.
In Wales? I don't think so.
That would be a good shot. Depends. Are you running Lethal Pursuer and will he forget about it?
Probably.
I'll just go outside my house. Just look up at the moon. It's like, oh, what's that weird shadow coming towards me from the moon?
It's getting bigger than closer and cats.
The worst part about it, I just like half expecting you to like let one of the dogs out to go to the toilet later, and like a bat like close to you, you just shit your pants.
I just get hit. My wrist just falls off, and it's like, oh, what was that? And then another one comes in my back, and I'm just there slugged on the floor.
Well, given the fact that the three of you do stream, are any of you planning on doing anything in particular for like Halloween stream, like anything?
Yeah, I'll be having a spooky week where I just play spooky games.
I was thinking the same thing, to be honest. I just didn't know what to play. Like, I hope to be back at 5 days a week by then.
Yeah.
Because I've got to sort of get into the groove. Because I've been doing the skateboarding coaching, I got to get back into streaming now because I've been putting more effort into that than I have into streaming.
No, there's stuff like Phasmophobia, the Mortuary Assistant, Ghost Hunters.
Will Choo Choo Charles be up there?
It's still got a 2022 release, so I imagine so.
Hope so.
It'd be cool if it did.
Be a fun game to play. I feel like it's gonna be one of those games.
That's the one.
It'd be good. We should do like a community joint community like movie night or something as well. Watch a horror film. That'd be quite fun.
That would be good. So how do people do it?
What?
Like
the last time the bird and the bees talk with you.
I already had that with my mommy wife.
No, do what? What, movie nights?
Yeah, so I've done a movie night in Discord before, but it kept on like doing this weird disconnect thing, didn't it? So I had to keep being like, I had to move my mouse every like 20 minutes, half an hour, kind of, because we were watching Elf together.
You put it on your streaming computer upstairs and tried watching it downstairs, didn't you? And it was cutting out. Is that right?
I'm not sure. No, I was.
Yeah, no, because you didn't sit at the computer.
No, we were watching it down. Yeah, I was watching it downstairs. I've got all the power options on, so my screen and everything stays on, especially because it's a bloody desktop. But it should have been fine. But like we got like halfway through the film, and because it was Christmas time, I believe we were watching Elf, and because we all had Amazon Prime, we could do a watch party through it, but we did it through Discord instead. But they could continue watching it downstairs while I watched it upstairs. No problem. I just had to keep my mouse active. So like every couple of minutes, I just like tap my mouse with my foot because I was lying back in my chair, just all cuddled up and cozy. But it was weird.
Wasn't it that Elf wasn't on Amazon Prime though, and we were watching it on something else? Or you had to pay for it on Amazon Prime?
I probably bought it then.
I think that might have been the case. I think it wasn't free, so we couldn't do it as a watch party without everyone having to buy the film.
But legally, we did do it as a watch party.
I remember. Yeah.
No, he's telling you legally you did it as a watch party. You're not getting it, Ryan.
Yeah, no.
Oh, me caveman. Even the caveman fucking got it. No, we did do it as a watch party. It was just walking out. So I like, how do people do it? Because I've been in Discords and stuff, and people do it.
I just share screen.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're confused.
Because it just kept on cutting out. It was weird.
No.
I mean, I've watched movies in here before, and I've never had any problems.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Discord may have been shitting itself that night. Then that's the only other thing I could think of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that'd be quite a funny.
It'd be cool to watch some spooky films.
Spooky, scary, scary.
And on that note, you're not singing that. Like, I'm not having that in my head.
It's already there now, isn't it?
No, it's not. So yeah, I'm gonna bid farewell for you guys then.
I'll snap at it to you later.
Yeah, if you do, I'll block you.
Yeah.
But yes, don't forget to like the socials. Ryan soon will be making an Instagram, apparently. It'll probably be within the next 3 to 7 working months.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. When he pulls his finger out, hopefully. But yeah, give us a like on all socials: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter when he makes that as well, Instagram. Don't forget to follow these lovely gentlemen, Indominus Ash and I was going to say King Link then, but I was reading off the Discord. Apocalypse.
I am King Link.
As the king, I declare you Prince. I can't do the noise. But yeah, so give those sexy gentlemen a follow, or else. Is that the outro?
What?
Is that the outro?
Or else what?
Or else, or
Or else a fat redneck will pay you a visit.
This is the intro all over again.
Bye
or else
bye.
I'll show you how to be a redneck.
Bye-bye.
I'll make sure that you're 3 inches in your mum and then your father's 3 inches into you.
No, this needs to stop. It needs to stop. Bye.
Bye. You can cut the end out.